Welcome to Live, Laugh, Gulag podcast. And the fucking now that's loud enough, you fucking piece of shit. I mean, these are great microphones, don't get me wrong. And apparently I just have a baby mouse dick voice. Because I can't, I have to scream into this thing. My throat hurts by the end. We switched microphones. It's not the microphones. It's not the acoustics.
It's your voice.
It's my fucking voice. What's wrong with you?
You gotta figure this out. It's annoying to listen to someone screaming.
It's impossible. It's annoying to listen to me scream, and it's impossible for me to edit and like make them equal because your voice is so fucking loud. And you were fucking with me, telling me that, no, you need to project. And you were laughing. By the time you were laughing, I kind of got it. But I was so pissed. Then you said, oh, you belong in the writer's room. I'm still pissed about that.
You weren't meant for the stage.
Suck your fucking bitch ass up. I am so mad about this voice thing. It's happened every week. Literally, my microphone is turned to 10. His is turned to 1. I don't know what's going on. If I get quiet, nobody better fucking like complain.
Yeah, William F. Buckley, that guy.
Bjorn, what is his name? Bjorn Buckley.
Yeah.
Bjorn, you're now the intern. We're gonna just fucking address all complaints to you.
Bjorn, come over to my house and film my next 3-ball and figure this shit out.
Yeah. Oh, can we talk about that? That's
Sure.
a pretty good one.
Okay.
It's a good story. It's like cool, like I'm a bro and like I live cool life. I have a cool life. I mean, tell them about we're on a couch where 2 women squirted all over.
We're on the 3-ball squirt couch.
I like to imagine that they had sex and then they're like, wait, and then they got up and they just hovered over with like arched legs and just like rubbed one out and squirted all over the couch just for effect. That's how I imagine it.
A lot of people don't know that when black girls squirt, it looks like grape juice. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
That's what happens.
I didn't mean grape juice because they like grape juice.
No, hey, not grape juice. That's gross. That's disgusting. It's grape Kool-Aid.
Okay.
It's like one of those pods you put in one of those water bottles where like you pop it.
The Mio?
That happened. Well, no, like they have these water bottles now that are made by Gatorade or whatever, and they have like a K-cup, but you push it in like a button, and then it turns the water into, it like drops the powder and turns it into grape Kool-Aid.
God forbid I have to drink water.
That's what happens when Rob fucks a black woman. It's like popping. You know what? Do with that what you will.
Yeah.
But
it's great though.
I loved it. My favorite part of the whole story was that you called me and the first thing you said was, dude, I was fucking wrong about sobriety. I thought you guys were lying.
Yeah.
That I'd meet others doing all this sober bullshit that I don't want to do, but dude, you're not gonna believe. I loved that. That was the funniest thing I ever heard.
Because I called it the great lie.
You called it the great lie.
That was the great lie of the secret club.
The secret club.
Is that they were like when I was in rehab, we would go to these secret club meetings.
I don't know if you could talk about the 3-ball and have your hands down your pants. We could do that with another subject. I guess it's your place. We're on the squirt couch. You do what
what the fuck? Like, cause we'd go and there'd be no hot girls. It'd just be old men. And I was like, so every time that we would go to one of these secret meetings, I was like, like that's strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Eventually, it was a, entire inning with just 3 strikeouts. You know what I mean? And like, so I was like, oh, this is the great lie. Like you go into this secret club getting promised like, pussy, and you come out like a sober, better person. And then you stay because you're like, oh, my life is so much better.
It's like being Muslim and dying a martyr.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. But then like, I was sitting on my couch minding my own business. And like this girl that I had been seeing a little bit from time to time.
Yeah.
Who's a stallion.
Is a stallion.
She looks like Megan the Stallion. You know what I mean? And like, she texted me, hey, I'm eating dinner close to your place. Can I come over really quickly and like hang out? and like for 5 minutes until the reservation is done. I said, sure, why not? And she walks in and she brought like her friend, which is not my type, but like a lot of
that girl sounds like my type.
Yeah. She's like 5'7", like perky ass, skinny, you know, like not that I like big nipples, but like tiny nipples and like small tits, you know, shapely, you know. She looks like she looks like Jane Birkin or something, like a hot French girl from like the 60s, you know?
What a name to pull out. I mean, maybe everybody knows that, but I don't know who the fuck she is.
Okay. Well, anyway. And so then they come over and then like and then they leave. And then I was just sitting watching South Park and I get a voice memo from the girl that I hadn't met before being like, so in like a Henry Hill Goodfellas accent.
Yeah.
Like, so we was thinking, like, you know, we go get some food, bring it back, eat some food, and then me, you, and so become a thing. And like, you know, like when.
So you haven't had the 3-ball yet?
No, I have not.
Good.
They left.
I thought you skipped over. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong?
No, they came and then they left. And then she sent me that voice memo. In my mind, I did not think, that's what she said in the voice memo. In my mind, I did not think this consciously. But in the back of my mind, I was like, holy shit, it's a 3-ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't want to blow it.
Does anyone use that word besides you?
I coined it. Because it was such a fortuitous event.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like Steph Curry and I just shot a 3 and it went in.
Yeah.
And then so I called my friend and I was like, I think I'm going to have a 3-ball. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. He's like, what the fuck is a 3-ball? I was like, you know what a 3-ball is, dude. Yeah. And then, and he initially thought I meant cocaine.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, no. But anyways, then I said, sure. Sounds great. That's what I said. Then she's like, okay, we'll be over. And then they came over and they were like eating and I was just sitting there minding my own business. Did not say a single word to them. A single word.
Yeah.
Then the one that I didn't know gets up and goes, can I take a shower? And I was like, fine. And then she looked.
You are fucking oblivious.
Look.
I'm oblivious most of the time. Sorry to.
No, I knew that the 3-ball was going to happen at this point. Okay, when it came over, I knew that the 3-ball was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then, like, so she's walking to go take a shower, and she looks at me and the girl on the couch, the stallion, and goes, if you're not fucking him by the time I get out of the shower, I'm going to be pissed. So then she gets in the shower, I start fucking this one, and then she comes out in like a towel and just like drops a towel. And then is just like looking at us, like playing with herself, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, that's trippy. Like, you know what I mean?
Why do you use that?
I was like looking, I was like, oh, that's crazy. and then like
she fucking Pauly Shore.
And then she made her way over. And like, then I was like, you know, kissing her, fucking this one. And then I like lined them up and I was like, one time, you know, like every other, you know what I mean? And I felt kind of bad because like the white one, like she's not very much my type, so I was kind of pity fucking her. You know what I mean? I'd fuck the one that I like a lot, and I'd be like, fine. And I like, fuck that one.
But clearly better than just fucking the one you like.
What?
The whole thing. Having your 3-ball better than just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah. And like, you know, and then, yeah, you can use your imagination. I'm not going to like, whatever.
Get into and then, intricate, yeah.
And then.
You're a gentleman.
And then like, and then after, they just like fed me and left within 15 minutes. And I was like, wow, this is like how the kings of old felt. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, I don't know if I can go back. Because I'd be getting tired. She'd be like pushing me. You know what I mean? Like, my only regret is that I didn't get a double blowjob.
Well, I mean, again.
But it's going to happen again.
It's going to happen
Like when my friend was sleeping on the couch, they said, hey, can we come over and have another 3-ball? Because then after they voice memoed me, they were like, that was great. Your money. Yeah. And I was like,
your money?
I was like, really?
Why can't you talk about this? I think it's hilarious. Much funnier to talk about it like a frat bro who's like trying to translate regular person talk, not in female talk,
dude.
Regular people, how they talk.
Saying your money is not a frat bro thing, is it?
No, it's a you thing.
Oh.
And it's almost more frat bro than frat bros can ever be.
No, dude, it's a John Favreau thing. And then and then they were like, this couldn't have been your first 3-ball. And I was like, I'm going to be honest, because this one girl got away in high school that I would marry her to this day.
Yeah.
Because like I acted like a tough guy. And so I was just like, I'm just not going to act like a tough guy because I know I had a stellar performance.
Or maybe because of the principles of sobriety.
No.
That you fucking, maybe you should be like, this was something that you got.
Yeah, okay,
from
fine.
that,
fine.
And that one of the things is honest.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's fucking shut up, fucking fag.
Yeah.
Sobriety.
I can talk shit about that, dude.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, it was. And they were like, and then they sent another voicemail going, honestly, like, yas, like, great job, yas, honestly, yas. So like, yeah. And then like now they're kind of like fighting over me. They're like each one like wants their one-on-one time. It's like kind of like the Bachelorette, you know what I mean? Or the Bachelor. Like they're like proposed the 3-ball, and then like another one like goes directly to me. We have like a 3-ball group chat. I haven't had the balls to like name it 3-ball yet. But
I feel like
I just wish that both of them were stallions. That would just freak me out. like if they both looked like they were supposed to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I would be like, yeah, like this is,
this is
like, I don't need to do anything ever.
Restless, irritable, discontent.
And no. Like, no. Like, I'm glad the first one happened, but like, just like them in the future.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like the other one so much that I'm just like, whatever. I already had the 3-ball.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's more of like it's like a thing that I just needed off my bucket list. Now, like when I go on an airplane, I'll be like, okay, this is cool. Like if it goes down. Because I had a 3-ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a big thing on my bucket list.
Yeah.
And I think it's weird for anyone to say that that's not a big thing on their bucket list.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a huge thing.
It's on my bucket list. I'll say it.
Yeah. Especially, like, a sober 3-ball. Like, I was fully aware the whole time. Like, a lot of people have drunk 3-balls. No. You want to, like, savor the moment. You know what I mean?
No, so one thing I was going to throw at you, but I wanted you to finish it. What if while the other girl was showering, you just heard her taking the biggest shit? Would you
Absolutely not. It's a 3-ball.
And that wouldn't dissuade you?
No.
I love that they fed you afterwards. That makes me think of what you said about the sailor. Remember? I can't remember what you said, but it was like something to the effect of, I can't remember what preceded this, is what you at one point said, because she's my mommy. That one was so good. You fuckers did not appreciate that and come out with the views because of that.
That one's gonna be like a cult classic one.
It really is a cult classic.
If this thing like ever gets, and then like,
yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to go through the story about how it almost like, about how it was very like bad and within my family.
How it
almost tore my family apart.
Once we start making some fucking money, that you guys can have that.
Then we can have that talk again.
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
have that talk
like, look, man, you thought it wasn't funny?
Hey, why don't we go out to fucking dinner?
Yeah. Let me buy you a fucking Rolex.
Yeah.
Poor piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, 3-balls, they're great. Yeah. I just feel better than everyone else now. You know?
Big surprise.
Like, I just wish that I could have like came in both of them. So that I have like 2 kids.
Yeah.
From different women.
Yeah, you could have
and then I'd favor the better one. And like tell the worst one, I'd be like, your mom is clearly genetically inferior. You know what I mean?
I mean, what if...
Because it's not for me.
Yeah.
You know, clearly, because look at your half-brother. That kid's a tank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This kind of goes against the women are just a vessel for my seed sort of thing.
No, it does. No, how?
What? If that were true, then it would not matter to have 2 or more of them. I guess unless you're trying to like spread the population. Like most.
No, I'd just be interested because it'd be a different mix.
Yeah. Bathroom tile floor tile thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you said when you were talking about
because one's black and one's Turkish. So I'd be like, look, I got a Muslim kid and a black kid.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know that was.
So I'd be king in the UK. I would be the king. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be like, look at my quota. Yeah. I fucking hear my quota.
2 coffees, bitch.
Yeah, coffee, bitch.
Dude, okay, one thing I do keep thinking, and I try to be dance around this carefully. You know how there are sobriety podcasts? And you know how people are sobriety?
No, because I'm not gay. No.
You don't know what they are. I'm talking about the fucking syllabus. And what if on your syllabus it was live, laugh, gulag? Because it's technically
it's not like our thing.
I know. Well, no, but what if we decided to, like, because we dipped our toe in the sobriety genre, people would have to, and we, like, let out just enough wisdom on it.
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
Not more than we do now.
But,
exactly
like, it's like, yeah, but they're like, we're just like Tim Dillon. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Tim Dillon isn't a sobriety podcast.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well,
he's not like, well, like, it's, 3 a.m. and you're like sitting up, like, your thoughts are racing. You're like, oh, I'm a fag. I can't control myself. Like, shut up, dude. If you're going to do it, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Stop thinking about it.
Well, you teased this to me, and I made you not tell me about it because I needed the microphone to be on. What? I'm almost afraid to hear. What is your other secret life that rivals the glory of Jack Marcus?
It's not that funny, dude.
It looks like, okay, it's not that funny.
It's not that funny.
I was thinking you would do the
like,
same.
I just want to desperately just be James Bond. like I know his whole backstory.
Yeah.
And like, I just feel like I could never be him. And it makes me want to not be here anymore.
R-word myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes me want to S-word myself.
S-word.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so wait. All right, therapy hour. What would you want in realistic terms?
Everything.
So nothing realistic whatsoever about it. You want a magic car that...
No, not any of that. No, him as a person.
Oh.
I want to be a Scottish dude whose mother is Swiss German.
Yeah.
Right? And then and then kind of like Batman's story.
Yeah.
It's like they die or something. But I don't know if that's in the Ian Fleming version. I don't know. That's in the Daniel Craig movies. But then like go to boarding school in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So I fluent French.
Yeah.
But got the cool UK accent.
Yeah.
And have a great education at the Lycée in Switzerland. Working knowledge of German. Scottish. I have a Scottish manner via my family. You know what I mean? Also, probably close to 2000 in chess, probably like 1800, 1900,
Is any of this to do with the gun part or like the cool shooting like bad guys part? Because that's what most people would think of if they want.
Well, because most people are idiots, right?
You just want the cool.
I want like the classy side of
the Banana Republic version.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want like the fucking Quantum of Solace, like fucking boat with the bitch going into fucking Italy, dude. I want to be a fucking spy.
But a spy. So why would you want to be a spy?
Oh, I also want to be really great at poker. Like I don't have that much of a math mind.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty good at math, but like I wouldn't say that I have like I don't have that kind of autism. I have like more French autism.
Yeah.
Not Jew autism.
See, I'm trying to think if I wanted something like that, I would be entirely focused on the other side. I would want to be more like John Wick, have no substance whatsoever.
Yeah, because you're a fucking soulless, you're soulless American, dude. I just want to be a part of the European ruling class, and I can't.
That could just be it. I mean, you could do that. You just have to marry into it.
Yeah, but I'll never have the language fluency. I'll never have the chess skill. I'll never have gone to the Swiss boarding school.
The James Bond.
Never have a manner.
Like the James Bond angle, I don't think the tattoos work. You'd have to be a new type of thing, which could be cool.
I know. I have to completely destroy myself.
Wouldn't you also you couldn't be very muscly? You'd have to be.
Yeah, you can. You could be muscly James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
I guess so. As long as you don't like break the chess pieces or whatever.
Yeah, like I want to be like a functioning alcoholic. You know,
that is a central
who
theme.
like doesn't do cocaine.
Both
you know?
of them doesn't do cocaine.
You know, he's like, cocaine's for poor people.
Yeah,
like I have shit to do.
I have aged scotch.
Yeah, like I drink the aged scotch and I smoke my cigarettes, dude. And I look down on people for smoking pot and doing coke.
And you drink, but it's not apparent at all. The only way that people know you are drinking is because you have a drink in your hand.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just be Julian from Trailer Park Boys. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just be carrying a drink all the time. And like, even if you were like, I don't know, in a car crash, you'd still have it in your hand.
Yeah. It's fucked up, dude.
It's fucked up that you can't have that.
It's like, it's not that funny. It's actually deeply depressing.
No, I get it. I'm gonna try not to poke too much fun in it, because it is cool. It's not that it's not cool.
I'll just never be that.
You could be cooler than that.
No, there's no.
The thing is, your ideal is so fucking like unrealistic that you could be having a cooler life than that and just completely not be appreciative of it, because you have to be wearing the tweed suit, have the scotch.
I forgot about
be
the
literally. I forgot about the suits. No, you didn't.
Forgot.
I mentioned the Banana Republic.
The Bruno Cucci. No, but Banana Republic is for poor people.
No, I'm talking about the aesthetic.
The Bruno Cucinelli shit.
Yeah. Well, no one knows the fuck that is.
Yeah, everyone is fucking stupid. Learn your Italian designers.
You just want to be an erudite person who fucking plays chess, has an entirely different nationality than who you are.
I want to be a man of leisure.
You can be a man of leisure. You just can't have
in a
life
Scottish manner.
Possible. Yeah. You can have all those things. You can be Nicolas Cage.
I'm too old to ever become that good at chess or that fluent in other languages.
Well, forget that part. And
that is a very integral part of the whole thing.
The chess part?
Yes, because then I'm a gentleman.
Well, you can't.
If a gentleman you can't be a gentleman and not be super good at chess. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You could be really, really good at chess, just you might be really old by the time you do. Like if you started now,
that doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Because
this is a very hopeless mentality. I've never seen you. I don't often see you in this.
Doesn't matter. It's all fucked. I just want to do the bidding of Israel via MI6. No.
Yeah, part of what I was thinking is like this whole knowing about Germans, like whatever. You'd have to really adapt it for today if you were going to be a spy. Like you would have to you'd have to have some Afghanistan. Like you'd have to have.
Like I said, no Arabic.
You'd have to know Arabic.
No, but I would
Chinese.
But I would learn that in my training, but already come in.
Yeah.
With the 3 original languages.
Would you be able to? Would you pull out Chinese like fluent? You know.
Yeah.
It would literally be like that. Yeah, that would be very funny to see you just like elegantly like cock an eyebrow and just start speaking Chinese.
like the guy in South Park.
I
can only speak it if I like squint and change my hair.
Yeah.
Like it's a different person. I like to do in South Park.
Like the schizophrenic guy. Yeah. Oh my god.
Pretty.
Yeah. No, that would be. Or if you could only do it if you were drunk.
Right.
You could just speak any language you want, but only as long as I'm almost blacked out. You just wouldn't. The great thing is, you wouldn't know if you're speaking it right. So somebody might be staring at you because you're speaking fucking gibberish.
And then I just beat the shit out of them.
You just beat the shit out of them. It wouldn't matter.
And I have no idea that they're looking at me because they don't understand me.
What about Indiana Jones? You could be more like an Indiana Jones guy.
Indiana Jones is like, he's cool, but he's not as refined as James Bond. He's like, I don't know.
Your entire thing is about having the social status of James Bond while also being able to back it up with violence.
Not necessarily. Yeah.
Yes.
Not necessarily the social status. Like,
well, social status, not as in like everybody knows you, but that when you walk in a room, you carry an aura of someone who is rich and well-cultured, which you could have.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like this is more achievable than you think if you're just willing to adapt it to your worldly limitations.
I'll just never be a spy, though.
How do you know that?
Because spies can't have tattoos.
They can't have tattoos.
No, I looked it up.
That's bullshit.
And the CIA didn't recruit me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they wouldn't recruit
Such
you.
a bummer.
You never got molested. You need to get molested.
I just I feel like I'm not good enough because they never recruited me.
You're not the
there's something wrong with me.
You're not the cutest kid on the playground.
Like, I don't know.
I feel like most of the stuff comes out of like the Skull and Bones.
Be a fucking money CIA agent.
You'd be a money agent. Yeah.
Could blend in anywhere.
What are you like? You know, you're the one where you would break from your alias would just be if you saw something like that's money. Shows us how money.
See a black girl with a huge ass, be like, "Fuck, pictures for me."
You are not the gay person you are. You have said you are. Then Marcus is like, "Fucking what the fuck." You're supposed to be Jack. I'm supposed to be Marcus. What if you mix the two?
Then Marcus,
what if you were your cover?
Then Marcus just goes, "We have to go fuck right now to tell them.
You need to fuck this guy, or I need to fuck this guy." Well, you kick him in the stomach.
Kick him in the stomach to prove to them.
Yeah,
it's like a world leader's kink.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to get kicked in stomach.
No, honestly, it's not even the kink. It's just like they casually accept, oh, okay, he is who he says he is.
Right.
Like that was just all that was the only point of doing it.
Grab him and start fucking him in his mouth. Marcus and I are holding hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then he's like coughing up the cum out of his throat. And he's like, he stay hard the whole time.
He stay hard the whole time.
He is gay.
Bring him into his Jeep palace.
He is gay.
He is gay.
What if I have like these like Google glasses where I can like do like meta and like see like a hot girl? So I think that I'm not fucking an old Chinese man's mouth.
It's Q, right? Q is the guy.
Yeah, Q would like do that. I'd have like these like little like finger condoms on.
Yeah.
Feel like soft makeup skin instead of like a wrinkly old Asian dude.
Yeah.
You'd even make his earlobes smaller. You know how like Asian people when they get old, they get those big earlobes?
Yeah.
Make his ears smaller. Yeah.
Mr. Jack, I have a new invention for you. It's this finger condoms.
Yes.
You put them on and you feel tedious when there would actually be tiny Chinese nipples.
Make a tiny boy's ass feel like a voluptuous black woman.
Yes, Mr. Bond, you can go to Jeffrey Epstein's island and feel as though you're fucking Octopussy. Yeah. When in actuality you are fucking a little Filipino boy.
You can feel as though you're fucking a stallion from a Houston nightclub.
With new technology, we are able to use AI and augmented reality.
It is not rape in the court of law because you thought that they wanted it.
Legally, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way you fucking write notes is insane.
Why?
They are not in a straight line. They're almost circular and they go over each other.
So
one of those, okay, I was like, why is there a pickle on there? But then I see ball under it.
Yeah.
What? So,
dude, I bought pickleball rackets.
Yeah.
And fucking snapped it. Fucking 10 minutes into playing, I snapped the fucking thing. And I was playing with my family.
Oh my God.
And I had to like pretend like it wasn't snapped.
What?
I had to like, because like the grip tape held up.
Yeah.
So I had to like hold it awkwardly.
Where did it snap? On the handle?
Yeah.
That's
like I snapped it. Like I was super pissed and I was like,
ugh. You squeezed it and it snapped?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? What hurts you in the CIA?
I was like, I think I have anger issues.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I've been getting so angry lately.
Really?
Yeah, like dangerously angry.
I wonder why. I mean, we'll talk about it off the fucking podcast, but I don't know. On the podcast, I could give you recommendations, which is just fucking like go lean into the shit that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not fun.
That's always a gay thing people say.
It's not always gay. That is completely an original.
I love like you gotta lean into it. You gotta lean.
My best friend.
We're gonna lean into it.
Use a creative project to badger me.
We're gonna
myself.
Listen, we're gonna lean into it. That's what we're gonna do. You know.
Oh man, how great would it be if he was a fucking alcoholic?
Trump?
Yeah, I would go searching for him as a speaker.
Yeah,
I would torture people into telling me.
Now I can remember when I cheat on my wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Here's the weird thing with him is, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't drink. I kind of believe it too.
No, for sure.
And like, what? Like that, you can't do that. You have to fuck up your life and then decide to do that.
No.
Doesn't make sense to me.
He's just like, he's just like, he's either dumb enough not to be curious.
Yeah.
Or like, he is just one of those rich guys that like, he would be a biohacker if he was 40 now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was just like, oh, like, I'm just going to drink Diet Coke and eat McDonald's, but not smoke and drink like everybody else did. So he's like, he's the original biohacker. He's like, my advice is going to be pussy.
Yeah.
Pussy's never killed anyone.
A bunch of pussy.
You know what I mean?
I mean, the thing, Eastern European pussy, it'll save your, I mean, the thing is, he is definitely not a my body is my temple type of guy.
Well, I mean, he is for how old he is.
I mean, he's
like 80 years old.
Honestly,
in 1985, not doing cocaine, drinking, and smoking cigarettes is being like, my body's my temple.
Yeah. No,
he's
that's
just
true.
Still on that run.
I mean, the thing with him is, he gave the advice one time that he's like, I never exercise. Anytime you exercise, you're expending energy. Your body's a battery. You use the energy, you lose it. You might as well use it on doing something good.
I mean, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's a muscle. Literally using the metaphor muscle for a construction of muscle and bones.
Yeah, but like a lot of but people that work out all the time never do anything with their brains. Like, it's very rare.
No, but this is specifically not about the body. This is about or about the brain. It's about the body.
I know, but like what he's trying to say is like, if you go lift weights all the time, you're gonna like drink a protein shake and watch South Park.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, so what he's saying kind of makes sense. You're like, okay, that makes sense.
I guess. I mean, well, I think of it as like, what if he lives to 105 and just because I remember he said he just never works out. He's offered chances. He could easily.
Working out is for poor people.
Working out is not worth my time. Only Eastern European pussy is important to longevity.
He's kind of like an old, like, king, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm not going to work out. That's for poor people. And like, I'm going to be kind of fat, but still fuck all the pussy.
Yeah.
In the kingdom. I mean,
I'm never going to die from dysentery. My doctor told me I take these. I never get dysentery. I'm going to live to 135 years old.
He might. Honestly.
That would be so funny for all the people who fucking hate him. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Not that I'm necessarily supportive of it. I just think that would be funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. God forbid. Shit's funny.
So pickleball, I guess. There was something there that
I snapped the racket.
You snapped the racket. But my thing with pickleball is I've never played.
So angry.
People talk about it so much like it's a fucking religion. And I hate that so many people put it on their dating profiles.
No, like it's basically like, I really enjoyed it.
You did.
Like, and I talk so much shit about it.
Yeah.
But it is great exercise.
What?
And it is fun because it's like a low skill sport. But like,
What's different than tennis?
Tennis is like much more skill.
I know it's pretty skillful. Yeah.
Like pickleball is like anybody can play. It's easier than ping pong.
Really?
Yeah. It's like made for old people.
Does it bounce or do you keep it in the air the entire time? I literally know nothing.
No, it's just like, it's like paddle tennis. It's just like normal. It's kind of like normal tennis.
Okay.
Just like, but whatever. But like, it is a sign that like our society is fundamentally dead. You know what I mean? Like, it is because like, dude, it is just like it's just like all these like boomers are just there listening to Jimmy Crockett or whatever. What's that guy's name?
What? I don't know.
Jimmy Buffett. They're listening to Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Crockett.
Right? What's the difference, right? They're listening to Jimmy Buffett and like socializing and playing pickleball and just trying to live forever. And it's like a horror. It is just scary thing. Like, people used to retire and like be like a philatelist. You know what I mean? Collect stamps. You know?
That's not better.
Like, no, it's so much better. It's so much better. It's so much better. Like, than old people just like doing shit from Florida. It's like Florida has just become the whole country now. You know? It's like, go like paint or something, you know? Stop pretending like you're still doing cocaine. It is just one big cocaine thing. I was getting into it. I was like, oh yeah, hit the ball, Jimmy Buff, a little bit of chicken fried. Hit the ball, a little bit of chicken fried. I was like, what the fuck, dude? What am I doing?
I like Jimmy Crockett a lot because it's like, he's like, I wear Hawaiian shirts and I fuck raccoons. That's what I am. I like pina coladas and I like going to the woods to skin animals. That's my thing.
I don't know. I just hate them. I hate the culture that they've created. I want all of them to die. I cannot wait till all of them die. Then they go back to their 5,000 square foot mansions and they're like, oh, I'm a good investor, bro. You know, it's like, fuck you. There's a bubble. There's a bubble.
Is this all boomers? Because there's plenty of fucking young people who love all
Well, yeah, but they're stupid. They're fun.
They're not gonna die.
They're like, look at that old. They're like, look, old people live long. They do that. They go do that. You know what I mean? But they mainly, instead they talk like, bro, it's great, bro, it's live.
Yeah.
Like Richard Branson is on a private island eating sushi, playing marathons of pickleball.
Yeah.
He could literally do anything.
Yeah.
And he's hitting a wiffle ball.
He could be hunting people.
He could be doing anything.
I don't know why that, like, I feel like with all the crazy shit that gets exposed about, you know, Mossad operations and fucking, I mean, Epstein's a great example. Why there aren't more examples of people having human game hunts, you know?
Because that,
I don't know why that isn't more of a thing. If I were really rich and I was trying to live with impunity, I had no shame, no morality. I don't want to wish somebody harm, but that sounds like fun.
That's it's so dark. I can't believe you just said that.
Is it really?
That's disgusting.
People play video games that are not that much fucking different. People play horror video games now. I hate them. They're like literally you play as someone who hides from Jason or you play as Jason looking for.
That sounds fun.
Really?
I'd do that. Yeah.
That sounds.
I'd want to be Jason though.
Yeah.
Like, come here, Rich.
Do you have, I mean, I'm always interested in converting people to different interests I have. So like video games.
What the fuck?
You know this about me. How many times
That's horrible.
have I tried to recommend
That's so horrible.
Why is it so horrible?
I never try to recommend people to anything that I like.
Yeah, you reluctantly let me in on what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I just feel like a dick when I do that. You know what I mean? I'm not calling you a dick. It's just how I feel.
I get it.
It's just how I feel.
But like,
because I'm just like, this fucking guy doesn't want to hear about this. I think it's because one time I was like super hyped up on Ancient Aliens when I was like,
oh my God, how did you get shut down with this? Because that's so hilarious.
When I was like 12 and we were visiting my dad's friend and we're walking out of the house and I'm like going on about how they're like, I'm like, you got to listen, you got to hear about this, man. The fucking, there's underwater bases in Yongji, the fucking thing that they found in Area 51, like that crash. It wasn't a kite, man. They fucking hit blah, 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 like all this different shit. Yeah. And like, and I was just going on about it, like standing on the guy's doorstep, like so fired up. And then like we left and my dad was like, people don't want to hear about shit that you're interested in. And I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, it was fucked.
Wait, did he really say that?
Yeah, he said that. He's like,
so fucked up.
He's like, people don't want to hear about the shit. He's like, if people don't care about the shit that you're saying, they don't want to fucking hear it. And nobody cares about that. And I was like, oh, okay.
That is not healthy.
Now I think that
I feel like I'm passing on joy to people. And if they don't like it, then it's their personal taste. But if they do happen to like it, it's awesome.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. My dad and I have the exact opposite unhealthy relationship. I will let him know about something and we'll both dive into it together and become fucking nerds about it. And I know that sounds sweet, but I'll try to share. Maybe it doesn't, but I try to share it with other people, and they'll be like, "This is fucking sucks." I'm like, "My dad likes it." He's like, "Your dad's a fucking loser." Like, he's a 69-year-old man watching Invincible. I don't know. I love it. I think that's a sweet. See, it's like there's this thing in media where it's the parents that are hard on you or the parents that are just way too much of your friend.
Really?
Because neither are great. But generally, people who have the parents who are hard on them are better set up for later in life.
I had both, so
yeah,
I think I'm fucked. Because I had the worst.
I love that doesn't balance out. It makes it worse.
Of both. The worst of both. I never learned conflict resolution, and I think that nobody wants to hear what I say.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh my god.
So
nobody wants to hear.
Nobody wants to hear about what I'm interested in.
It's so fucked up.
And I don't know how to express my feelings.
I can't tell anybody I want to be James Bond, which is a cool fantasy.
We just laugh.
Because when you get into shit, it's cool to hear about because you're so deeply thoughtful. I'm not trying to gas you up.
I sit here and I stare at the wall.
Yeah.
And just imagine it. And I go, this is better than my life.
Because you can't tell anybody about it. If you told somebody about it, they'd be like, wow, you're
that's
so cool. That's nice. But you're like, I'm fucking, I can't tell anybody about this.
It's like I'm They're
going to think I'm a faggot.
It's like I'm Gollum, dude.
Yeah.
Just sit around and masturbate, thinking about the Swiss Alps.
Think about the Swiss Alps.
Skiing without goggles on. I ski with sunglasses. I'm rich, you know. Ski with persoles on.
It's like you ski with sunglasses and no helmet because you're like, fuck it, I've had enough.
And a t-shirt and a fucking scarf.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so lit.
Yeah. All right, I put down the time.
It's a bummer. Yeah, but
I don't know. I was telling you about this. I just get so much joy out of the dumbest bullshit. Like there was a teacher at our high school that had a name. I don't know, blow up his spot. Fabian Aguilar. Oh yeah, I see it now. And the way that the email was at the school had to be first letter, first name, and then the last name. And he had to write it up on the board because the first one was asking questions. So it was just fagular at highschool.com. And I was always elbowing people. I'm like, hey, and nobody else was like,
what?
Hyped on it.
Nobody got it?
No, everybody got it. They were just like, you're a fucking baby.
Shut up.
Yeah, I hate it.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And also,
those people are miserable.
The fucking guy, too. It wasn't like it was just, you could, honestly, I think people were not into it because they knew how much it would hurt his feelings. And he was just like a big, like, soft fucking algebra teacher. Clearly gay, but like, you know.
He was gay?
Probably, yeah.
And his name was Fagular? That's racist.
I wonder.
That's racist. He like went up to the dean. He was like, "Can I like?"
I'm sure he did.
Be the only guy that doesn't have this email.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Shut up, shut up, Mexican." You're lucky you're even teaching math here. Mexicans don't do fucking math. Yeah. Shut up.
You're lucky you got the fucking
shut up, Fagular.
Yeah. I'm sure he asked.
Shut the fuck up,
or he was the type of guy who could be like so meek he didn't ask.
He's like, I guess that's just what I am.
I guess this is just
I'm just a fucking gay Mexican.
Yeah.
That's what I am. Everybody already fucking knows it. They don't give a fuck that my name is fucking Fagular.
That is actually what I thought.
Fagular. I don't fucking care. He's drinking Modelo's, Modelo's in his car at 3:05 p.m. after school.
I'm not Fagular.
All my family called me fucking Fagular because I like math. I like math and I don't like pussy.
Yeah. Oh my god, I feel bad.
I said the fucking construction.
I mean, yeah.
His dream was like to be a contractor. You know what I mean?
Be a contractor. He's like, you're too fucking gay. You're too fucking. You heard of it?
You can't order hardened men around all fucking day. You're a fucking fag. He's like, he's drinking warm vodka at 3:05 in his car. And he's like, you're exactly where you deserve to be, Fagular.
I mean,
exactly where you fucking deserve to be.
He would tell these stories because, like, we were at a nice high school. I was at a nice high school, and the fucking Oh, yeah. Okay, so he would talk about being at like this stand and deliver high school that he used to work at. And he would just talk about like, it's like,
they all fucking call me faggot right here.
No, I swear to God, if he had that email there, that would be, I would pay him to tell me those stories because he wouldn't tell without some sort of incentive. But he talked about how he couldn't leave school right after school because kids who he gave a bad grade to might shoot him. And I was just like, this fucking guy.
Of course they're gonna shoot the fucking faggot.
Yeah, it's like, but the only reason they're not shooting me is because it's a hate crime.
How did they know that he was gay?
No, it's just, you know what? He might have been the type of gay where like he never came out of the closet. He himself might not know he's gay, but he is 100%.
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
Very soft-spoken, high-pitched voice, but a gigantic, or not gigantic, like very big Mexican guy.
Hello? Hello, Senor Fagula.
I wish you were in that class with me. That would have been fucking hilarious. We would have just been like yelling. You know how we would have done it? We would have pretend someone whispered, "You can't fucking call him Fagular." Randy just said he's called Fagular. I want to tell you right now that email does not represent you.
I would just ask him to read it. I'd be like, I can't read.
Oh, I think I almost did, and somebody was like, "Shut the fuck up." Thank God, I would have gotten expelled.
So lucky that he taught at a white high school.
I mean, he taught.
Where people are like, no, you can't. No, he's a Mexican. He's lucky to be teaching high school math. You can't make fun of him.
You can't make fun of him.
You know what I mean? Like God forbid he's at like a white trash high school or like any other high school ever.
He worked at like a ghetto high school is what I was saying before. But there's no fucking way they gave him that email.
They were like, "Listen, Fagular."
Yeah.
He's like, my name is Mr. Aguilar. They're like, "All right, fag, whatever." Like, look, these kids are gonna tear you apart. Okay,
these kids are gonna fucking rip you.
Right.
One.
Ronnie's facing a double homicide.
Yeah.
Rodrigo his mom died because she swallowed 78 bags of coke coming across the El Paso border.
Tanya's pregnant from the janitor.
Tanya's pregnant. We got another Aguilar kid. Don't know if he's related, but he's a fag. He's lashing out because he's gay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So now he's sworn celibacy. And he's basically like the guy from what's the Tom Cruise movie?
Ooh.
With the where
Rain Man?
No, where it's about fucking
gay people?
No, where it's about the Da Vinci Code. Like they're like he's basically like the fucking blonde pasty guy in the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
He's a fag, but he's gonna go do the Catholic Church bidding through murder and extortion and violence.
I think that same actor, the albino guy, was in this show I was watching for a little bit called Banshee about like an Amish town.
He looks fucking Amish.
Well, because maybe it's not the same guy, but it was the creepiest looking fucking albino dude. It's right about the time where he could have like rode that star role to this show, and the albino dude plays a prolific prison rapist, like prolific. There's a whole episode about the main character being in prison and having to like deal with main character is being chased by punished by the Russian mob inside. They've hired the albino to just torture him. And the albino's like, "I think you're cute. Why don't you come be one of my boys?" And he has like this eclectic group of boys, the star or like some quarterback who ran over a family drunk is his like main boy. Dude, it's a great,
it's not as fun. Like I prefer like the big black guy. As like the prison rapist trope. Like I don't want the Jeffrey Dahmer. I want like the fucking 6'7", dumb as
I'm gonna make you into a girl.
Yeah, dumb as a brick.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know what I mean? Like
I like the Mike Tyson where it's kind of a mix of the two. It's like I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you alive.
I don't know. Like I don't think I never had any fun teachers like that. I had one teacher.
Fun teachers like that.
Yeah.
Nothing about him was, he was funny, but it was just the email.
That's great. I had this one math teacher named Mr. Nardini, and he would like shove his ass in everyone's face.
What? Wait, enough that people started commenting.
He'd like check the homework up and down the aisle of students, like, and he'd bend over and like hand check it. So like his ass would be like in somebody's face the whole time.
Hasn't he ever heard of a fucking dude like turning it into the mailbox?
Yeah, so we never turn it in.
Dude, this guy,
he'd come back and he'd stamp it, dude. And like he had slick back hair. He's kind of big and hairy. I don't know. Like
I think everybody who works in a high school is a fucking pervert. There's always one thing that they do that is just like, this is a gimme. Look, I'm not technically molesting anybody.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. The coolest guy at my high school was he was the guy who ran the account, or what do you call it? It's like when you have ADHD and you need extra time on tests.
He ran the retard room.
He ran the retard room essentially, but it wasn't the retards. It was the kids who are either pretending to be retards or kids who just I got a concussion. So that's why I went there. And this guy, Mr. Tomasi, he was also a Orthodox Russian priest. And he would like show us pictures. Like, look at this look at this robe I wear most of the time. And he was sick. I liked him a lot, but he would just bring Russian Orthodox shit, like principles into the room. But he'd also just let everyone cheat on their tests. It was hilarious. It was like clearly scamming the system. It makes I used it for the right purposes, but I felt like I'm such a Boy Scout. I'll watch people cheat easily, like with impunity, and fail on a test by not, just fucking doing it without cheating. I don't know. Other fun teachers.
I never had a hot teacher though.
A hot teacher. I had hot teachers, but they were in elementary school.
I had one teacher that was like not 65 years old, and she was a girl, and I'd think about fucking her in her minivan while she was giving me a math lecture. And then I grew up and I was like, she wasn't hot at all.
Yeah, it's the teacher aspect.
But like,
Trust me, I know the teacher aspect. That's like your 3-ball thing, that the one cool sex thing I've ever had is I had a long relationship with my teacher, which was not that cool it was cool, but it was like she was 3 years older than me, was in college.
Oh, that's not as cool.
No,
I'm just gonna say it. That's
not as cool. It's
not
barely
nearly as cool.
Yeah, it still counts because I did go through a whole class, but yeah, so that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point
you want to get statutory raped by your teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
And
so the teachers that I think were the funniest were the shitty teachers, like the absolutely horrible teachers. I had an English teacher whose son was just the most juvenile delinquent kid. He was just clear. I would be going on like, tiny field trips with the environmental class to like the nearby park. And this bad teacher's son, this English teacher's son, would be climbing the fence as we were going out. Like he didn't even wait for us to go out. Like, and totally not worried about someone seeing him. Yeah.
I had one teacher that she smelled like dirty pussy.
Ooh.
She smelled like fish.
Yeah.
And we looked up her Facebook, and she just had she was like a furry. And
that's
she would
insane.
Dress up like a cat.
How did the fuck
she smelled like dirty pussy. And we would cheat all throughout her class. And yeah. I don't really want to say her name because that would be fucked up.
But that's hilarious. Then you found out that your teacher was a furry.
Yeah, she was a furry.
That's amazing.
And I kind of feel like that should have made me want to fuck her, but I mean, the stench of her vagina was just so horrible.
Well, and the furry thing is not that.
Walking up and
not into it.
Yeah.
Because there's not, like furries, from what I understand, they just rub mascot costumes against each other. They don't even fuck. From what I understand. I think there's something that has to do with it.
I thought furry people just rape each other.
Well, I think
I thought it's like Animal Kingdom shit. It's like be a real dog. Let's start raping. That's what we should do. We should go to
We're furry.
We should go to
Don't send us to prison.
Let's go to a furry convention. Just start raping people. Guys and girls.
They're too gross. All the people under those costumes are so fucking gross.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's about power.
All about establishing dominance. You just start humping everything. We just hump everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be hot.
There were these things about, there were stories about furry convention hotels. and the hotels would like say you could never fucking come back here again because the furries would like, I don't know how this fits in with their thing, but they would leave like full diapers around, just out and on around. Like they were a menace. I was trying to write.
So they do like the least cool thing about wild animals.
Yes. And also,
they just do what homeless people do. They just shit anywhere they want, but they don't rape.
They don't.
like
that would be your.
I'm going to a furry convention dressed as a chimpanzee. And I'm gonna shit in my hand and throw it at people and just rape, steal people's women, beat them over the head, and rape them.
I'm just gonna go there and rape.
Yeah, just bang on my chest and rape. Throw shit at people and laugh. And they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm just gonna laugh.
What?
Yeah.
You signed a waiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get like the real animal kingdom. Like now I hate these people because they're not genuine. You know?
Yeah.
Like I want to see the Netflix documentary where they talk about the rape ring. You know? And like that one alpha dog in the furry pack, like a Vikram, and just he's like, and they're just like, he just brutally raped me. But he was the head of the pack and I couldn't escape.
I'm a fox. I'm a fox, and foxes have to submit.
There's no such thing as rape in fox culture. You know what I mean?
I am a fox.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then he like sees them giving the interview.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're a fucking fox. You can't talk. And they just start raping them in front of the film crew. They try to stop it. He's just biting them. There's like, he comes in with like 40 other like little dogs.
You just have cat ears on.
Yeah.
That's it. You go to the costume store and you get the cat ears. You're just ripping people's
start
costumes
raping people.
Just minimal furry, like you draw whiskers on.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just start raping. Yeah. You're like, I'm the top furry. It's like, that's not what we do. That's not a thing.
But like, I'd be safer. I'd have a condom on at all times, like on my soft dick. So like, in case I got the rape urge, I wouldn't have to put a condom because I don't have opposable thumbs. So they'd be like, you're faking. I'd be like, no, I'm not. I did not put this condom on. My owner did. And then my owner would come. My owner would come and be like, stop humping like the dogs. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
well, also you need to put some attachment on your penis so that you can get stuck in them like dogs do.
I feel like in court, like you could get away with this because they'd be like, this guy's clearly.
Your Honor, my client, he was wearing the dog costume, and that is a social contract.
What if you just bark
between one dog and another?
What if you're in the courtroom, you just bark? What are they going to say?
If I'm trying to think of
they try to cross-examine
Johnny Cochran.
They cross-examine you, and you just bark.
Yeah,
and then you start trying to hump the judge.
Yeah. Your Honor, my client cannot verbalize.
And then what if they're like your owner's there in the stand and he's like, put his leash on and tie him to a pole.
Oh.
And then they're like, they just put a leash on this guy. He has to be a dog.
Even better. You start raping and you just insist you're a dog, and then your owner goes to jail.
Right.
Forever.
Oh, yeah. Then your owner would go to jail.
Yeah, and you just get adopted like that little, Ukrainian girl kept pretending to be like 8 years old. I don't know. What you said about the condom thing, it does remind me of a little piece of wisdom I got from my godfather. You go into a party, right? And you wear 2 condoms before you enter. And then you take one off and you feel like a wild man. my godfather.
That's just the most psycho thing I've ever heard.
I know, it's so funny. I've never done it, but I would love to try it and then just be like, wait, I gotta go to the bathroom.
You should drop that nugget. You drop a nugget of wisdom on him about putting some cat ears on it, just raping people violently in the street. And being like, I'm a stray dog. What do you want?
It's like, you younger folk, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it, awesome. Right? Who cares?
I love that.
I'd dress up as a monkey, though, personally.
Because I haven't figured out. I feel like we need to watch furry porn to even figure out what they're into.
I'd want the use of my opposable thumbs, and I can't let my defense down. You know what I mean? Wait. I can't let my defense. They'd be like, he uses opposable thumbs, and he's a furry. That's cheating. They'd be like, hold on, he's a chimpanzee fury. Okay.
What if you walk in there and you're not dressed like an animal? and you're in a tweed suit and you're tightening your tie, and you go in there and you're like, you just. What I'm trying to get at is you dress like James Bond. You just start fucking.
Yeah, I could be a monkey in a suit, dude. That's a normal thing.
We're all monkeys, aren't we?
Yeah.
Isn't that, you know?
I just like, what is the signifier that I'm a chimpanzee?
Rape is legal if you're in a costume.
Right. It is.
That's what Harvey Weinstein got wrong.
Yeah.